The latest news on the F-16 for the Philippine Air Force is starting to come back. The Philippine Air Force was offered 2 squadrons of used F-16s from a European country that will be retiring its F-16s as they are now acquiring F-35 Lightning II fighters. Yesterday, during a Senate National Defense Committee hearing, Senate President Miguel Zubiri revealed one piece of information regarding the Philippine Air Force's request for 12 F-16s. Zubiri stated that there was an offer from a European member country offering 2 squadrons of pre-loved F-16s as the country is already in the process of retiring their F-16s as they are now acquiring F-35 Lightning II fighters. The amount needed to own those 2 F-16 squadrons is already equivalent to buying just 4 new F-16s. This acquisition will also include all spare parts, required training, and even simulators that will be useful to the Philippine Air Force. With this very cheap and affordable price, will the acquisition project go ahead? Unfortunately, the very attractive offer was not taken up by the AFP and DND, as they argued the current Procurement Act and the revised AFP Modernization Act prohibits the acquisition of second-hand or used items from friendly countries. There is a reluctance for the Philippine government to take possession of second-hand goods, which may be dictated by the laws governing the country. The question of why the additional Cyclone-class ships are in full swing and the ships will now be inducted into the Philippine Naval Service just months after being decommissioned by the United States Navy bidding for pre-owned F-16s is not entirely new in the Philippines. There have been bids since the mid-90s for those fighting Falcons, but negotiations were not as conclusive as believed. During the tenure of President Rodrigo Duterte, there has been a preference to have new items for the AFP, and it seems that the former president had a basis for this since, as explicitly said by Senate President Miguel Zubiri and confirmed also by USEC Ireneo Espino, who was also present in the hearing, the law also prohibits them from acquiring second-hand items from other countries. The United States has made room for the Philippines to purchase 12 new F-16 fighter jets. On the other hand, exercises conducted between the United States and the Philippines using American air assets would be helpful, which would further strengthen the country's air defense capabilities as part of the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA. Joint air exercises are very beneficial to the Philippines, where Filipino pilots are also trained, especially in flying F-16 fighter jets. During the 2+2 ministerial meeting, both countries agreed to develop a long-term plan to address the AFP's defense capability requirements and further enhance joint interoperability between the United States and the Philippines as envisioned in the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty, MDT. The Philippine Air Force's acquisition of multi-role fighter aircraft continues after the Congressman of Albay and Chairman of the House and Ways Committee of Congress, Representative Joey Salceda, said he supports the acquisition of the F-16V Viper aircraft from the United States. The United States is reportedly offering to add another squadron of the F-16 aircraft if the Philippines buys it instead of the JAS-39CD aircraft, which the Philippine Air Force is also considering for its multi-role fighter program. One possibility that can arise here is the chances for the Philippine Air Force to get at least 16 to 24 units of used F-16s upgradable to Viper variant, under the Excess Defense Articles of the United States, coming at the top of the ones under the multi-role fighter jet acquisition project of the Air Service Branch, with Lockheed Martin offering brand new F-16 Viper to the Philippine Air Force approved by the U.S. government under DSCA. The used F-16s under Excess Defense Articles or EDAs are justified, as the production of brand-new F-16 Block 70 Vipers in Lockheed Martin's facility in Greenville, South Carolina subjects to resume production this year after preparations of the production line transferred from Fort Worth, Texas took place, as the latter intends to be the new production line of the company's top-of-the-line F-35 Lightning II Joint Strike Fighter jet product. It is also worth taking note that the production of F-16 Block 70 Vipers also came with backlogs of orders from multiple air forces such as Bahrain, Taiwan, and Slovakia.